Howdy, everybody. It's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We are in my kitchen because we're going to cook. We're going to cook dinner. We're not going to cook all of dinner. We're just going to make some biscuits, but should be a good time. So I'm just going to start talking for a little bit, as I always do when the live stream starts, to give people some time to join. Happy Monday. Happy June. Happy to be here. It's been a great start to the week. I realize it's only Monday, but could be worse. It actually was a pretty rough start to the week. But that's fine. We're going to talk about last week first. So let's do that. If you have suggestions for how to get rid of mosquitoes, please let me know. I have so many mosquito bites on my body. Some of them you can probably see. They're all over. I started counting the other day and had over 50 mosquito bites. So I haven't been feeling my best, and I think maybe that's why. So I've been diffusing different oils. Different people have been giving some suggestions on how to deal with the mosquitoes. But if you have any suggestions, hello, Mary. You almost forgot? You almost forgot it was Monday? That's a shame. Hey, Desharia is here. Oh, rosemary oil? Do I add it to water and put it outside? I've been diffusing citronella, lemongrass, but they're still, it's in my house, but they're still even in the apartment. Anyway, so, Coach is making dinner right now. Well, welcome. We're going to make dinner here too. Hey, Ron, thanks for coming. You do much better cooking than I do, Ron, I'm sure, but we're going to make some cheddar biscuits out of the carb click tonight. So I'm excited about it, and I should get started here in just a minute, and I will. Let's see, what big happened last week? So start of the month, I'm dropping weight, eating more, working out every day. Kind of same old. Yesterday, Natasha saved a turtle. That was fun on our walk. The turtle thanked her by peeing all over her. And then when Natasha took the turtle across the street, we were all behind her, but Natasha did all the work. She's our eco gal, eco fit and fab. If you don't follow Natasha on YouTube, when she put it down, there were people across the street. They clapped for her. Yay, Natasha saved a turtle. We love you, Natasha, and we love turtles here. So, you wear it? I was actually telling Sarah at Lose Weight Sarah the other day, she was asking for tips for when she traveled, and oregano is something that I always would put in something you can carry on a chain or put in it's not actually a diffuser. Oh, where's my mama? Mama, are you here? Mama's here. Mama, what are those called? What are those little things that I used to carry around that I would drip the oil onto the cotton and put it? What are those things called? I suggested she use one of those with rosemary. Camille today told me that she heard put dryer sheets in your pocket. I'm willing to try it. What's the worst I can smell like? Fresh laundry? And sweat. Oh my goodness. So I'm still loving the outside workouts. Let me just start. I love it. Do you know what it is? You don't. I'm going to tell you what it is for me. For me is one, you're outside. So you're in nature, which is nice. But I live in Texas. And this morning at 6:30, I looked at my weather app, we were already at 98% humidity, and the feels like temperature was 92 degrees. It was hot at 6:30. It was hot and muggy at 6:30. It's so much sweat. It's crazy. My legs are just covered in sweat. My arm, I start to slip and slide because I'm just covered in sweat, and I love it. It feels amazing. But I think why I actually like it is because I do the Zoom workouts, right, with my coach, Kirsten, over at Quick Fit Home Workouts. And I find myself, when I'm in my apartment on the Zoom, I watch myself on the camera to check my form. But when I'm doing the workout outside, I feel like I'm more focused on me. Like I'm able to self-center myself when I'm outside to where I focus more on my form in my body and not always on what my form looks like. I mean, that is still a good thing for me to see, and I do still watch occasionally because 2 years later, I figure out the reason I keep hurting I haven't told y'all that. I think we figured out the reason that I keep hurting my shoulders on my overhead presses. It's because I was doing them wrong. No fault, coach. She was doing them properly, and she was showing them properly. I just wasn't catching the difference. So I think I figured that out. I went to 8 pounds today. I use 15 for everything else for the most part, but 8 pounds now for my overheads. Did you know that it's supposed to be a little bit in front of you? You're supposed to be able to see the weight. You're not actually supposed to try to go up like this. That's crazy. I don't know why I was doing that, but that's what I've been doing. Anyway, it's fine. Obviously, my shoulders are okay. They've got definition. They're being worked. Sorry, I'm going back to what my mom, an inhaler. Oh, I think they were called inhalers, like an essential oil inhaler. But it's just a small thing. Mary says we were all doing them improperly. Well, I don't know that we were all doing them improperly. Me and you were. I think Amy said she was too. Maybe a bunch of us were. And that's probably because y'all were watching me. Thank you. I feel amazing. Okay, we need to start cooking because we're already almost 10 minutes in, and I think these things take like 20 minutes to cook. We'll talk as we go too. So for those of you who are just joining the live stream, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I know it's a Monday night, and there's probably better things to do than watch me cook, but you're here anyway, and I appreciate it. Hey, Gina, you're on the live stream, Gina. Welcome. Thanks for being here live. We're cooking tonight. So we're going to make cheddar cheese biscuits. I don't have anything prepared other than what I'm making, and I did check to make sure I had all the ingredients. So, should be good. Should be good. Hello, Jen. Jen says, hello, everyone. Tasharia also says, hello, everyone. It should be yummy, Gina. I mean, that's kind of the hope because I plan on having like 2 of them with my dinner. I made the regular biscuit in full transparency. I made the regular biscuits. They tasted good. These are the cheddar cheese biscuits. And it does say, because Deanna asked if it was a Cheddar Bay biscuit. And I will say that what Carb Quick says is just like Red Lobster's biscuits. And Red Lobster does the Cheddar Bay biscuits. I won't really know if they compare to those because I have had Red Lobster's biscuits, like, I don't know, some years ago. It was like when I first started training for the program that I'm on now, that I'm the manager of. So, the client came in and trained, and we went to Red Lobster and ate. And I know I had the biscuits. I don't even remember if I liked them. I remembered I liked the shrimp scampi. That was delicious. But it says it's like a Cheddar Bay biscuit. So, again, this is Carb Quick. If you weren't here when I made the pancakes, it is a low-carb flour alternative. It is similar to Bisquick. So, any recipe you can make with Bisquick, you can make with Carb Quick. Or vice versa, if you want to have Bisquick. You can do that as well. So, I need Carb Quick, butter, cold, shredded cheddar cheese, garlic, salt, heavy cream, and water. Okay, yeah, I have all of that. Butter and cheddar cheese. Butter. We're going with sharp cheddar cheese because I love me some sharp cheddar cheese. Butter, cheddar cheese, heavy cream. Yeah, we can wait on the heavy cream till right when we need it, I guess. Okay. So, step 1, preheat your oven, 450 degrees. Bake. $4.50. Preheating to 450 degrees. Step number 2. Cut the cold butter into the carb quick with a pastry cutter or 2 knives. I have 2 knives. I do not have a pastry cutter. I do have a mashed potato masher. You know what's a good thing about cooking is I can ask y'all questions maybe as I go. So what do y'all think? Let me show you. Would this cut butter? What do y'all think? Would this cut butter? We can try it, right? I mean, if it doesn't cut butter, I got 2 knives. You need a bowl, Misty. That's not really a bowl, sorry. All right, it's going to be 2 cups, so we're going to use, it's a live stream. We're going to make sure our bowl's big enough. And then we need the measuring spoons. So first, carb quick and butter. Check them out. Let me know what commenting. What do we think? Can we use that as a butter cutter? Butter cutter. It rhymes. Okay. 1 cup. You know what? We're just going to pour. You'll just have to watch the skin jiggle as we pour. Or we'll do it like this. And then a little extra because our first cup was soft. Or light, I should say. All right, 1 cup of butter into the carb quick. You cut 2 ounces. How much is 2 ounces of butter? Oh no. Alexa, how many tablespoons in 2 ounces?
2 fluid ounces is 4 tablespoons.
2 ounces is 4 tablespoons. That's a half a stick of butter. I have a half a stick. Because the half a stick of butter was on sale. So 4 ounces of butter cut into, 2 ounces of butter. Wait, so is that, I said 2 ounces was 4 tablespoons. That's still right. 4 tablespoons of butter. Don't confuse me. Don't confuse me. I don't know. Are y'all out there? I'm getting no comments. Normally y'all are a chatty bunch. We're not chatty tonight, and I'm not sure if we're here. I think though, I'm just gonna keep going. I mean, we're doing butter. And it says cold butter. I have regular room temperature butter too. It's a game of find the butter. Do you know where I keep the butter in this house? Your Alexa said 4. Thanks, Mama. That's what my Alexa said too. I just decided to ask her. I'm sorry if I also asked your Alexa. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that when I was doing it. Okay, because I think if I cut the butter before I put it in, it'll make it easier to cut the butter in, right? I mean, if you cut the butter before you cut the butter, it's less cutting of butter. Or it's the same cutting of butter, but it feels, I don't know. Y'all let me know if this is a bad idea. Because next it says we're going to mix heavy cream with water and then pour it into the dry mix and mix the dough. When do you put in the cheese? Wait, hold on. You are here, Mom. Thanks. I'm glad. I just wasn't sure because normally y'all are very chatty. Okay, cut the cold butter into the carton quick with a pastry cutter or 2 knives. Oh, and then add the cheese and your spices. Okay, so we're gonna try it. Cold butter is cold and hard though. But I mean, in theory, this should work. Right? Cut it first. Yes, I did. I did cut it first. Look at me. I cut it first. Cutted it is not unnecessary words. Cutted. I cut it first. Even before Mary said it, I didn't say that. All my butters, I mean, it's butter. It's cold. Does this look right? Anybody? Because this is what's going to make it flaky. Right, Mary? If you add the butter in. I mean, Mama, you may know too, but Mary and I talk a lot about cooking because she makes a lot of fun keto treats. And I feel like they add butter. Good job. Thanks. Thanks, Mary. I'm doing a good job, Mary said. It's a lot of work. Look at those muscles. I know, dadgum. I'm having a flex for y'all because I can't. I'm strong. I figure if I keep saying it one day, I'll believe it. Maybe. We'll see. That's why I kind of had a rough morning this morning. So here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. We're also going to use a knife to cut. I think maybe we're going to go the 2 knife. It needs to look crumbly. Okay, well, I'll keep you updated on when it looks crumbly, but I'm going to grab another knife and go with the 2 knife method. And evidently, I'm going to do like a sumo squat. I don't know why I keep doing that, but it's pretty comfortable. And I guess because I got muscles, I can do that. So we're just going to sumo squat it here as we try to cut some of this butter. Are there tips to cutting butter? Because it seems like a futile effort. Why can't you just... I'm not sure you've ever made biscuits before either, Mama, but I wasn't sure. I've never made biscuits with you. And to be fair, if we had any type of pastry, it was out of like a container. Although, I mean, that pizza dough, I mean, we didn't make it. We still bought the pre-made pizza dough too, but we would make our own pizzas out of that pre-made pizza dough. That stuff was delicious. I made pizza with chicken crust instead of regular crusts. So I haven't done an update on my weight, but during the month of May, when I was moving and doing different things and was pretty stressed out, got really sick. I had a flare up of my skin condition. I had gotten up to like 182 pounds. Can I lower the camera? I can lower the camera. I can lower the camera. Would y'all rather see that than me? Possibly true. So I'd gotten up to 180 pounds, and I wasn't feeling good because I was sick, but I was feeling pretty good, like with my size. And so then, of course, I got the move done, and the flares are all healing very nicely. And then I started to drop the weight. It's great. It's wonderful. That's exactly what you want. I knew it was water weight. I told everybody it was water weight. I could feel that it was water weight. I knew it wouldn't take long to drop off. And so this morning I was feeling pretty lean before the workout. When I woke up, I just woke up and I was like, I feel light. Let me check the weight. And I was down to 168.4, which is fabulous. I mean, that's phenomenal. That means I've lost 14 pounds in 12 days. Which then also makes me feel ridiculous. And I don't want to talk about it because when you hear someone lost 14 pounds in 12 days, you're like, how did you do it? I didn't do anything. My body did it. My body decided to hold all the weight in the first place. And then it decided it was time to lose all that weight. So it did. But it's so easy to see people losing large amounts of weight really quickly and want to do that and want to know how. And a lot of the times we didn't do anything. We don't know what happened either. And that's because weight loss is not linear. And if you've been following me long enough, you know that what my body likes to do is hold on to the weight, then make me look leaner, then drop the weight. And so that's exactly what has happened once again. I put on a lot of weight, and then I lost a lot of weight. But if you look at it on a month-to-month basis, it's really not that much. I've only lost a couple of pounds in the grand scheme of things. I mean, if you tallied up all of the weight that I've lost, I feel like I'm going to crumbly, right? You know what? I can pick this up and put y'all right here to crumbly. Too crumbly? Crumbly enough. What do we think? I think it's good. It sounds like I broke through a plateau. That's exactly what happened, Gina. And it happens over and over again for me, where my body does the same thing, where it holds all this weight, then it changes my body shape a little bit or a lot bit, depending, and then all the weight falls off. And like, I'm glad and I'm happy and I want it to happen, and I knew that it would, but it's also kind of hard to talk about sometimes because if you don't experience it, people want to know what you did. I didn't do anything. I did the same thing that I've always done. And that's the message that I'm going to continue to preach, is that I have had great success. There's no denying it. I mean, you can deny it. I can't deny it. I have had great success. And I've done that through consistency. So when people ask, what did you do? I did the same thing I did yesterday and the day before that and the day before that and the day before that. I eat the foods that make me feel the best. I try to take really good care of my mental health. And the number one thing that I do every day is I exercise. I was talking to Amy and then talked to Coach about it a little bit too. Sorry, let's put the cheese in. How much cheese? Half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. And Amy and I was helping her grandson and his mom move in to a building in my complex, actually. And she asked me, that's 3/4. What's the number one thing that makes my lifestyle successful? And I thought that's a fair question. And she asked, is it the keto diet, the no sugar, or the low carb that you're doing now? Is it that you're on medicine for your mental health? Is it that you're just aware and trying to take care of your mental health? Is it your exercise? What is the number one thing? And for me, the number one thing is movement. It's exercise. It's the game changer for me. I've lost 100 pounds before. I mean, I've lost more than that this time, but in the past, I've lost 100 pounds. And everybody said I would feel so much better when I lost all the weight. And turns out that was a lie. I didn't feel any better. I lost all the weight and I didn't feel any better. I was eating vegan, vegetarian, and I'm not dissing those ways of eating because I don't think it was that way of eating that didn't make me feel better. I think it was the fact that I didn't exercise. That was never in my plan. never in my plan to exercise. But once I started, I can't stop. And it's just made me a happier person. So there's that. I like to exercise. Can you stir with a knife? Because we're about to. Because that's all it is, right? Add the shredded cheddar cheese. I probably should have shredded my own cheese, and I do have a block of cheese. But anyway, so if you haven't got up and moved today, get up and do something. Just go and take some steps. March in your own house while you're watching me cook a biscuit. Get out there and join Tasharia in the mornings if you want. She does workouts on her channel in the mornings. I'm at boot camp at that time, or else I'd probably join you, but I'm already moving and working out. So. All right, mix the heavy cream with the water to equal half a cup of liquid. Pour into the dry. Oh, I need to put in. Said to add garlic, salt, so I'm taking liberty and adding the blend, which actually has garlic, salt, and pepper. But black pepper and cheddar is really good together. I figure it can't be bad. And it's only a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do a half a cup of heavy cream, a fourth a cup of heavy cream, a fourth a cup of water. To equal a half of a cup. And then it says pour that in, but don't overmix it. Probably gain muscle before dropping the weight. That is a possibility because contrary to popular belief, people say you can't lose weight and gain muscle at the same time. I'm not saying that's not wrong. I don't think you do them both simultaneously. I do think you do one and then the other, but over the course of months, you will lose weight and gain muscle. It is possible. I don't think you're in those phases though at the same time. So I'm beginning to believe that may be what's happening. I'm with you on that one. I think so. I think maybe that's what happened. I gain muscle. I lean out. And then my body drops the weight from that. Because this trend has started in the last 2 years since I started working out. Everything, right? I'm going to think you're talking about fitness because you're in it too. Ron says, same here. Walking is key for him. He's in his happy zone when he's walking. You started fishing again? I went offshore fishing with Will over at the Grind with Will a few months ago. It was super fun. It was the first time I'd ever been offshore fishing like that. It says mix it with mix until dough forms and comes together, but do not overwork it. I feel like now is the point I need a spoon. To mix, but not overwork. And if walking is the activity that you enjoy, 100% go for a walk. For those of you who know me, you know that it's not my jam. It's not my favorite. Walking is not my favorite activity, but I do it and it is good for you. And one of the reasons why I do it is because of the steps challenges that Derek does over at Derek's Journey. And it taught me that I would work out in the morning and then I would sit for the rest of the day. And that's just as bad as doing nothing almost in my mind these days. It's not, because at least I'm doing something, but these days I need to do more and I need to be more cognizant of all of the steps that I'm taking and all of the things that I'm doing. And so that's why I'm noticing these trends, and I call them out just because, look, I realize I lose weight and I freak out, and I don't want to lose weight anymore. In fact, on our walk yesterday, I was talking to the girls, Mary, Natasha, and Amy, and Mary was a little bit in front of me. And I had said that I wish I could gain some of that weight back that I've lost over the last 2 weeks, because I felt like that's the weight I should be. I still have 175 stuck in my head as my goal weight, even though I don't have a goal weight. My brain keeps going, you hit 175, you've got to be good now, right? Like, this has got to be the end. Shut up, brain. No, it doesn't have to be the end. You can keep going. But you just have to keep doing the same thing every day. So that's what we're doing. Oh, Jess is here. Hey, Jess. Happy belated birthday. Everybody wish Jess a happy belated birthday. Yesterday was her birthday. Hey, Becky's here too. Becky had her bridal shower this weekend. It looked lovely. It made me want ice cream, which I'm not blaming you for that. I kind of always want ice cream, so I did blame you for that. But I had a reason to blame versus it being my fault. So thank you for that, Becky. Thanks for giving me someone to blame. All right. I need a baking sheet, which I now realize nobody told me to take my baking sheets out of my oven before I preheated it. Y'all forgot to tell me that, and I didn't do it. So now all my stuff is hot. Oh, Misty. That's okay. I got stuff for hot plates because my mom knows I don't know what I'm doing. That's not why. She got it just so I can get stuff out of the oven. But and now it's going to be super hot. My oven is unheated. Let's see. All right. Let's check it. Oh, yeah, Jess. You're welcome. Happy belated birthday. Oh, Coach, you're here for it. Coach, you just watched me mess it all up. It's fine. We're going to keep going. Hey, Helen made a love. Hello, Helen. Thank you. I feel fantastic. You didn't pick the theme. That's okay. I still blamed you anyway. Becky says she ate ice cream for me tonight. Don't worry. Always glad to take one for the team. Oh, don't you worry. I had ice cream too. You thought I was teasing. It made me want ice cream, and so I ate some because I have some. Yeah, the new pots and pans are fun. I do have a Mickey soap dispenser. Actually, I have a Mickey. Oh, you can't see carpet clicks in there. Oh, well, you can't see it at all, daggone it. But it holds my cleaning stuff. Can you kind of see? It's got little Mickeys. It's like a house full of hidden Mickeys and turtles, with a giraffe or 3 sprinkled in. All right, so I'm gonna have to touch this. So let's wash our hands. Hello, how are y'all doing out there? We're making biscuits. So I'm just going to kind of form it into a biscuit shape and see if that works. I think a little bit bigger than that. Now again, I made the regular biscuits with the Carb Quick, and it worked great. So I'm hopeful that once again it'll work great. And I'm not putting any grease or anything on the pan. I don't know if you could see my pan. It's got one of those Silpat mats on it, which is like a non-stick. Will's here. Hey, Will, thanks for joining. I was just talking about us going fishing because Ron started fishing again. Well, Will went fishing again after we went fishing. I haven't been again since then, but it was still fun. So we're just making cheddar cheese biscuits. It's crumbly, but I mean, it is coming together. So I guess I think that's working, right? I mean, that's what it's working means. Let's see. Oh, everybody's saying hi, hi, hi. Oh, Kirsten says, you're right, Misty. We need to know our bodies. Your body was healing and working through a lot over the last couple of weeks. It was. You're right. Makes you want to go to Red Lobster. Yeah, I've only eaten at Red Lobster. Like, I only remember going like that one time when the client was here, because we actually, I'm not going to lie. Look, let me not lie to nobody. We went to get drinks and they paid for appetizers because they had a per diem because they were traveling. So they got like 12 appetizers, including biscuits, shrimp scampi. That's how I know that I like that. So if you want to ask me about Red Lobster appetizers, I may have tried to. But to be honest, I don't really remember the biscuits being that big of a thing for me. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I need these biscuits. But I understand that is how people are. I just don't remember that about the biscuits. But yeah, so back to losing the weight, right? My brain, even though I don't want it to have 175 stuck in my head, obviously got that number stuck without me realizing. Because I've said I don't have a goal weight, and I don't. I don't. But I guess I did without realizing it. And so now every time I start to drop below that weight, I panic. And I start to think that I look unhealthy. And then I was unhealthy because I had a flare-up of my skin condition. There's nothing that I did wrong. It's just stress. And it was a lot of stress for me to move. But I needed to do that because that old place was a trap. It was not a safe haven that I thought it was, just like we talked about. And I'm still going to do a deeper discussion on that as well. And to Sherry, thanks for sharing that out for me. I do appreciate that. To Sherry talked about it that next day in her live stream workout, and then shared a piece on her video today. But it is important because I thought that old place, or, you know, whatever it is in your life that you feel like is an anchor, and it's keeping you where you need to be and doing what you need to do, and it's not letting you drift away. But the thing about an anchor is if it's not done properly, or the one that you need, it can drown you. It can sink your boat. And so my boat was sinking, especially after my dad died. Got really rough there for a little bit. And now we're here with me, and I appreciate that. You know, still here with me, a bunch of you, and I appreciate that. And all of you who helped me just physically, those of you who prayed for me, those of you who just thought good thoughts and hoped that it all went well, all of that's very appreciative, and it has gone well, and I'm not trapped. No more. So, if you have something in your life that you feel like you couldn't live without, other than God, if there's anything you think that you can't live without, I think you need to question that thing. Because I think you may be wrong. I mean, obviously, like food and water, right? But which food? How much water? So the last part of this is very crumbly. Very crumbly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to stick to form a final biscuit. But we're going to try. Becky says, I can't click on it, Becky, because I got my hands in this batter, that she loves seeing my dwelling space now. It's a beautiful place for you to be healthy in. It is. The mosquitoes disagree with that. Currently, the mosquitoes don't want us to be healthy here, but I think I'm delicious. This is a sad little biscuit. Anyway, so I'm glad that had cooled off, because did y'all remember it was hot? Because I picked it up and did not remember. It's not hot no more. So we made biscuits. We got 8. Are they too big? I don't know. They feel pretty big. This one even looks like a biscuit. Look how good I did that one. I made almost a circle. All right, so we're going to put them in 450 degrees into the hot oven for, that says 8 to 10 minutes. I mean, if you say so. We'll try 10. Because I'm pretty sure the last batch that I did took almost 20 minutes. We're gonna wash our hands again, guys, because I got batter all over them. Talk amongst yourselves. About, do you like biscuits and do you prefer them with cheddar or not? Let's see. Helen asked if these biscuits are my own recipe. No, Helen, they are not. Thank you for asking. For those of you who are just joining, Carb Quick is a low-carb, keto-friendly alternative like Biscuit. And you know what? I can show y'all. Oh, now I've made it wet. Can y'all read that? That is what we're making tonight. This one right here. So, I don't bake. I warm stuff up in an air fryer, but I'm trying to do different things. So I've made some crackers. I made mug cake, which I finally sent Natasha the video to watch. All right, let's see. Gina says, like you, I only went to Red Lobster once and didn't get the hop of the biscuits. Your family loves them. Great for them. Yeah, we'll see. I do love a biscuit, though. I mean, please don't get me wrong. I love a biscuit. I'm wondering if the cheddar's going to throw it off for me, though. But I like cheddar cheese. I like cheese. I'm one of those people, while we're waiting, let's talk about cheese. I don't know. Why did I even want to bring that up? I'm one of those people that, like, because Mary gets cheese on her eggs. A lot of people love cheese on their eggs. I also think that cheese on your eggs is delicious. And if I was out somewhere, I still probably wouldn't do that. But I may. But when I'm home, I do eat cheese with my eggs. But I take like a hunk of a block off and eat it that way. And to be honest, I probably eat less cheese that way, but I'd rather just cheese. I don't want cheesy eggs. I want eggs and I want cheese. Okay, moving on. Well, asked if I've ever tried a mosquito trap. Seen lots of ads for them, never tried one here. Like one of them zapper, like, I mean, I'd kill a mosquito fast. And they're pretty easy to kill, actually. I can get most of them in my hands if I can see them. But no, I have not tried one. Becky says mosquitoes also like her. She wonders why you smell good to bugs and not humans. Yeah, I don't know. Me too, Becky. She said she didn't know they had mosquito traps. Yeah, well, I know they have like the little laser zapper things. Will says he's a good, plain, fluffy Southern biscuit. Yeah, that's me too. I like just a biscuit. And I like cheese. will it taste bad? I'm sure it won't taste bad. Will it be delicious and as good as a biscuit? I don't know. We'll see. Gina says she just discovered Cracker Barrel extra sharp cheddar. Yummy. I've seen that in the stores. I get what is cheapest. And not most of the time. Let me not say most. Well, most is most more than half. If most is more than half, then probably most of the time I shred my own cheese because I keep blocks of cheese because, as we just mentioned, I like to have just a hunk of cheese. Just give me a hunk of cheese. Don't shred it. Don't put it in little tiny pieces. Give me a big old block of cheese. That's how I like to eat it. Our Carb Quick biscuits are really good. They are good. And they are better if you use them as a vessel for something else. Because sort of like with Bisquick, I would imagine. I don't know that I've ever had Bisquick. Mom, have I ever had Bisquick? It doesn't feel like anything we ever had. I don't know. Did we? You have to tell me, Mom. But if you like Bisquick, I don't know. If it's like this, that's what I've heard though, right? It's just a very generic biscuit, which isn't bad. It's not like it's, you know how you, okay, so first of all, canned biscuits are frightening. And those are not allowed because they're too freaking scary. I can't. No, we're not. You never know when it's going to pop. And it's so loud. Howard, why did I scare myself talking about biscuits? No. Anyway, but do you know how they have like the flaky biscuits, but then they have like a more traditional, like Southern style, just fluffy biscuit. It's closer to that than a flaky biscuit. But this recipe only had Carb Quick and water. So the one that we made tonight had butter and heavy cream. So I'm really curious to see how that changes the consistency. And I bet you could do all of that without the cheddar cheese. And it would still maybe be better. Or maybe at least change the consistency. I don't know. We're going to find out together, Gina, in about... That says 4 minutes. We'll see if that's true or not. Oh, no, sorry, Gina. You were the one talking about Cracker Barrel. Pancakes and waffles. So we had Bisquick for pancakes and waffles. The pancakes that I made were decent. I made them with cottage cheese that day. If you didn't catch that live stream, you can always go back and watch it if you like. Hey, Natasha. Natasha's here. Natasha, I told everybody how you were so brave and saved a turtle, and it thanked you by peeing on you. It's rude. But we all love you, Natasha. I will not pee on you, though. I promise. You can hang out with me. I feel like I want to look at them. Where's my light on this one? I'm still learning where stuff is of light. I don't know, guys. It's looking pretty good. I don't know that it's going to be ready in that many minutes. 3 minutes? I don't know. But it's looking pretty good. Y'all see my lights? This was my latest project, which Amy did most of the work. I handed her stuff, and she put them up for me because she has the ladder. Look at them sparkling and twinkling. Let's see. Helen says, it seems mosquitoes are attracted to certain blood types over others. Says your eldest daughter and I are O positive and the mosquitoes love us. Your husband and youngest daughter are A positive and the mosquitoes don't bother them. Huh. That's interesting. Mom, do mosquitoes love you? You've got a different blood type than me. I know my mama has a different blood type than me because my blood, what was it? That my blood would have killed my brother or something since they didn't match? What is that? Did y'all know about that? I didn't even know that was a thing until my mama told me, but like, evidently if your baby, like if you're O positive, but your baby's O negative, or if you're O negative, O positive and your baby's O negative, whatever it is. I don't know if it works both ways, but I know mom's negative. Huh. I'm curious now, Mom, if mosquitoes like you. Oh, 8 chunks of cheese and cold green beans. Guys, I'm working on that pack of green beans. We're making big headway. got a 5-pound bag of green beans, and it's already down here. I love green beans. They're my favorite. They're so good. And then Costco organic green beans, I don't know what it is about them specifically, but they crisp up really good in the air fryer, and they're almost crunchy. Like, I had made a big old bowl of green beans the other day before I sat down to watch Avatar: The Way of Water, which, by the way, is a lot. Not as much as you. Uh-oh, not as much as me. What? Oh, no, what was I talking about? Oh, they don't like you as much as me, so maybe there is something to the blood type then. I forgot what we were talking about. Becky says she's B negative. Oh, they love that one. Well, it's not if it's positive or negative then. What is that? Your RH? What is that? If you're positive or negative? I don't know. I didn't even know it could be a thing until my mom told me since we were different. Oh, you're a negative B. Negative B. No, you're not. Maybe you are, but I like you anyway. You can hang out with me. All right, it's going to be better, so let's take a look. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to look. But I really don't think it's ready. Well, I don't know. Nope, they're still soft. So we're going to... I set the timer on the stove that time instead of the microwave. It doesn't really... it could be my pheromones. I mean, if you want... So, I mean, look, I'll tell it myself. I don't care. One other thing that is both good and bad is working outside. I get so sweaty working out outside. I don't work outside. Well, I do actually. I've been working outside a little bit. I take my computer out there. Anyway, for the most part, I don't work out. I work out outside, and I get really sweaty, and then I'm freezing. So I instantly go take a shower, rinse off, change clothes, get into something dry and warmer. And I'm cold all day. And so Amy came over on Thursday or Friday, I don't remember. And I was at work. I was on a meeting, so she was just waiting for me. And so I came out, and she told me later, I was like, oh, how did the apartment smell? Because I don't have a good sense of smell. And I can't tell what things smell like. She said, it smelled like a boys' locker room. I was like, dadgum, what do I... I sweat a lot, and I get so cold. So I had the air up to like 75, which is warm. I know for a lot of people, I get it, but I didn't have not a fan on, and there is a fan in every room because I was cold. And so she's like, turn on the fan and put on a jacket. And I refuse to do that. This is my own place. I can wear no sleeves and shorts if I want to. So I turn on the fans in the rooms when I'm not in there so that I don't smell like a boys' locker room. At least that's the goal. That's the hope. I'm going to be putting fabric sheets in my shorts that sounds weird, to ward off the mosquitoes. So, that'll make me smell better too. Will's be positive. Yes, cold since I've lost the weight. Yes. I used to be warm all the time. I was never cold. It would be cold outside. I didn't own a jacket. At 330 pounds, I didn't own a jacket. What did I need a jacket for? I live in Texas. It was just never that cold. I mean, it'd get down to freezing, but you just put on like a shirt and a hoodie, and then I was fine. And now I'm cold constantly. Like, even the girls, they kind of make fun after I walk because we go for a walk, I'm sweating because I'm moving. I'm moving, and it's Texas, and it's humid, and I'm sweating. And then we go to Barnaby's, and we eat lunch, and I got goosebumps all up and down. I'm freezing to death. And they keep telling me to bring a jacket, but I don't want to. You too? You were hot, now cold? Yeah, it's not a side effect that I anticipated, was being cold all the time. And I am cold constant. Like, I know This winter, I learned that leather gets cold, which I knew. But I've had leather furniture, and it was never a problem in the winter. And this winter, the leather furniture felt so cold. I kept having to put blankets down on the couches and on top of me. I was all bundled up. I hate it. I don't like wearing all that. I don't like it. I feel like now that I've dropped all the weight, I don't want heaviness on my body, even in the form of clothes. I did not realize that until just now. That's what it is. Skin so soft, Mom. You were right there with everybody else. I was like, why did I not think about that? My mama made me use that every vacation. It was Tia in the Fit Squad who said that. Camille. Some people just have a sweeter smell. It's not me. I smell like a boy's gym. Yes, when you sweat and it dries, you get cold. Nature's cooling system. Yes, thermoregulation. I was studying about that. I talked about it on a live stream once. You think A negative is a funny blood type too? I suppose just that we have blood types is a little bit strange. So that's 31 seconds. I think they're going to be done because they're pretty brown on the top. So we're going to pull them out. We're going to let them sit for a minute. And then we're going to taste them. Are y'all ready? Get excited. Are we excited? I'm very excited. I'm a little worried, but kind of excited. Maybe not really excited. You forgot they made that. I did too. I didn't even know if Avon was still a thing. We all had to go check. It is indeed still a thing. I mean, them look like biscuits. Thumbnail. Not really. Y'all know I'm not doing thumbnail. Uh-oh, how did I tell you to stop? Off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look. I mean, look, it's hot. It's real hot, though. We're going to put it down. They're real hot. We're going to let them cool off. Would it be weird if I put that in the freezer and let it sit there for a minute? Probably. I'm going to do it anyway. I don't like hot food. It burns my mouth, and I don't like to burn. We're just going to put it in the freezer just for a minute. Don't let me forget it's in there. I won't. I'm teasing. We're almost done, guys. I promise. We're going to let that cool off for a minute because your Misty does not like to burn. Gina says Saturday it was 89 degrees. Sunday it was 49 degrees. That was unexpected. You have a space heater on today. That's unfair. I'm sorry. It's 100. It feels like 100. It's going to be 100 through like September. Welcome to Texas, where we go right from, basically we go right from fall to spring to summer. Becky says she'd like to know why we have type A and B, then skip to like what happened to C. Yeah, why'd we go to O? How'd we get all the way to O? They do look good, Helen. I'm pretty excited about them now that I've seen them. Can I ship you one? You got a craving now. Go get you some corn quick and make you some. Yummy. I'm a weirdo, I know, but I don't like hot foods. And I would just like to note, for the record, this is not because of my mama. My mama served us all of our food hot. And then me and my brother, we just talk for a little while. Well, not we. I talk for a little while, and I guess my brother listens, and then we both eat lukewarm food. I'm the person who buys a pizza and then puts it in the freezer when it gets here. Which, to be fair, I haven't done that in like 10 years. But when I would order a pizza, I'd put it in the freezer before I ate it. I don't take hot showers. I don't like to burn. All right, I think that's good. I just want to take the burn my whole mouth off out of it. Okay. Let's get it up close and personal. Focus. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ooh. Oh, look at that steam. It's still hot. Uh-oh, it's still hot. Dang, it is still hot. It's my food. I can blow on it if I want to. Let's give it a smell test. Smells like the other ones. Oh, no, I can smell. Yeah, there's cheese. You can smell the cheese in it. I don't have a good sense of smell, for those of you who may be new here and following along. Do you know you have 3 cousins that have moved to Texas? What part? If you don't mind sharing, I'm just curious. Texas is huge. And depending on where you are in Texas, your weather can vary greatly. But yeah, look at this, guys. A cheddar biscuit. Does this look like a Red Lobster biscuit? I honestly don't know what they look like. It feels a little dry, would be my first thought. But I don't know, they're kind of squishy too. So we're going to taste it. Ready? 3. Oh, new favorite or epic disaster. 3, 2, 1, taste it. Well, I mean, that is a cheddar biscuit. It is not as dense as the regular non-carb quick, but in some ways it kind of feels drier. I don't like it as much as the regular. You can't see the cheese in it? It's because it's not wanting to focus. It's kind of hard to see the cheese in it. That's because I mixed it in good, I guess. It's all through there. I can see it, but it is blending in with the color. The garlic's good. I went a little heavy on the garlic, but I like garlic. It's so light and flaky that's kind of my complaint. Or not that it's light and flaky, it's light and crumbly, not really flaky. Like it just crumbles and like it's just crumbling is my complaint. Just the carb quick and water held together better. I mean, we're going to give it a 3. It's a Misty's Meso-Medium. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm going to eat every last one of them. I'm definitely going to eat them with something else, though. Probably eggs and bacon. Because I also made some bacon yesterday. So, yeah. I mean, they're good. There's nothing wrong. If you like a cheddar biscuit, I don't know why it's crumbly like that, though. That's really my only complaint. I'm hungry. I did not realize just how hungry I was until I ate this biscuit. Although now that I think about it, I've only had a collagen shake today. Okay, so here's something else to remember. You have to keep eating. That's true for most of us. Now, when I say that, I don't mean like as in a binge eater who eats all of the food in one day. You just have to eat the amount of food that will sustain you. And when I'm in stressful situations, I stop doing that. I'm not in stress anymore. If my body wants to lose weight, it'll lose weight. Oh, I never finished that thought with Mary the other day. Mary was in front of me and I was talking to Natasha, talking about not wanting to weigh this weight and wanting to add it all back on. And she heard that I was wanting to lose a little bit more. And she's like, well, once you get rid of, all the skin, if you think of it that way, you are about 10 pounds less. I was like, no, I want to be 10 pounds more. But I don't want that today. I don't want that anymore. I don't want to do that. I'm going to just keep losing weight. If that's what my body wants to do, that's what we'll do. If it wants to gain weight, then we'll gain weight. As long as I feel great. Right now, I feel great. And I'm so happy to have you all here with me on a Monday night making cheddar biscuits. You don't even get to try any. There's not even anybody close enough to try any. Amy is. Amy's sick. Amy can't come over. What does the laugh mean? Oh, no, I don't even remember what I laughed, but it was probably me being a punk about something. I don't... There's no telling. Was it my evil laugh? I got my evil laugh from Coach. Which, I mean, it is going to be exciting news. By the time I see y'all again next week, I'm going to wrap up right now, guys. But by the time I see y'all again, anyway, let me just say, I'm here to do all of the things every day and let my body do whatever it wants to do with that. Consistency is key. Check your anchors. Make sure they're keeping you secure and they're not drowning your boat. Try use some biscuits if you want. But exciting for me, and not exciting, but Coach is going on a big trip. Actually, it should be super exciting. I can't wait to hear about it when you come back. But I get to lead the Fit Squad for the next 2 Saturdays. She asked me, and of course I said yes. I'd be happy to, because I would be happy to. And because she's going to help me study for my personal trainer certification, which I'm going to be scheduling this month. So I'll let y'all know when I have that scheduled up, probably this week, actually. So I'll probably be able to tell you all that on next week's live stream as well, where we might talk more about, is it safe or is it a trap? So that's going to do it for today. Thank you for being here. I'm going to make me some green beans and have some ground beef with that for dinner, along with this biscuit. And that's my plan for tonight. I appreciate you being here. Like this video if you like it. Dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe if you know how. And comment down below. Have you ever had Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits? Do you like them? Or are you like me, Will, and some of the other people here who just like a regular old biscuit? Do you like gravy on it? Because also, disgusting. But I know it's people big fan. Do you like gravy? It's okay if you do. So good night, everybody. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. And until next time, I'll see you real soon. Good night, everybody.